Rostam, Eckman, and Amir the Prince Fazli. For fighter introductions, we'll throw it inside the smart cage once again. Here is Saif Al-Naji.
Welterweight من بطولة PFL Mena live from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. First up in the blue corner representing Iran, it's Amir Fazli.
Fazli, a 6-3 pro record, a striking specialist. He fights out of Beirut, Lebanon. His last fight was a unanimous decision loss to Muhammad Al-Akrab at the PFL Mena playoffs last year in September. Al-Akrab, of course, is in the welterweight tournament this year as well. He's fighting in the co-main event later tonight. But for Fazli, Stephen, he's trying to get to where he couldn't last year, and that's the semifinal of this tournament.
Yeah, and in order to do that, he needs to show improved takedown defense, because today he's fighting another wrestler. As you said, his last two fights were losses against Muhammad Al-Akrab and Badruddin Diani, who are both phenomenal wrestlers. He's got a lot of power on the feet. 5 of his 6 wins are by finish, 4 of those by knockout, but he loads up on his punches a little too much, and at that moment, too easy for his opponents to drop down. Now, it was last year, so I want to see improved takedown defense for this man, and he has to have worked on that, especially fighting Rostam today.
All right, Steph, we'll definitely keep an eye on that. It's been over 2 years since Fazli's last win, May 20th, 2023, against Husqvarna Ferreira at UAE Warriors 42, a unanimous decision win for Fazli. He'll take a win however it comes tonight against Rostam Eckman.
And now let's hear it for his opponent fighting out of the red corner, يمثل تركيا. It is Rostam Eckman.
Eckman's got a great nickname. He goes by Curtimus Prime, so evidently a fan of the Transformers movies. Eckman doesn't have much of a fight history as of late. He's fought just once in the last 3 years. He's had 2 fights canceled, actually, since his last fight, which was way back on February 5th, 2023, in Levels Fight League, Stefan. That's an Amsterdam promotion, as you know, of course. So despite Eckman's veteran status, a bit of an unknown component here because we haven't seen him fight in a while.
I actually saw him fight on that day in Amsterdam because I commentated on those fights, and his opponent's very similar to Amir Fazli, a power puncher, and he made work of him. He uses wrestling in a number of ways, a number of different takedowns he landed, take his opponent down and stay away from that big power, and he needs to do the same today against Amir Fazli.
And there are not many fights you don't catch, my friend. We'll see Eckman and Fazli just now moments away. We'll spell things out, the tail of the tape. Fazli 3 years older. Both of these fighters are on the taller end for the welterweight division at 6 feet each. Fazli with a significant arm reach advantage, 5 inches over Eckman. We'll see if that plays into Fazli's advantage in this fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia for PFL Mena 2 in partnership with the Ministry of Sports and the Saudi Mixed Martial Art Federation. First up, in the blue corner هو بطل العالم وآسيا في الواشو ساندا and the former UAE Warriors International MW Champion ووزنه الرسمي 171 باوند وهو يمثل إيران. It is Amir the Prince Fazli. وخصمه في هذا النزال يقاتل من الزاوية الحمراء بطل أوروبا في الIMMAF مرتين وحاصل على برونزية بطولة العالم أول نزال له مع منظمة PFL. He's also the two-time Swedish national BJJ champion وزنه الرسمي 170.8 pound وهو يمثل تركيا. It's Rostam Kardemis Prime اكمان. حكم هذا النزال بشير رضا.
No, Rostam Akman posted on Instagram way back in November how much he has missed fighting. Says he's healthy now, ready after a lot of injuries over the last few years. He's in the red gloves taking on Amir Fazli, who's desperate for a win in the blue gloves. We are underway in the welterweight tournament quarterfinal for PFL Mena.
Look for Fazli to close the distance and land bombs, and for Akman to close the distance and look for the takedowns, because he's got an incredible wrestling game.
We are keeping an eye on Fazli's takedown defense in particular, something Stefan's keeping his eyes now on. Akman backing him down now, and Fazli looking for some real estate as he skirts the perimeter of the smart cage.
Every single time he landed, beautiful movement there. Beautiful movement there by Fazli. But every single time he landed last year on his opponents, he hurt them, and 4 of his 6 wins are by knockout, and he's got huge power in both hands. Good movement so far by Fazli.
And great movement, very light on his feet to get out of the way of Akman's first takedown attempt.
Can you keep this up for 3 rounds, though? That's the question I have. Here goes Akman looking for the first takedown of the fight. Going for a single. Oh, look at that. Beautiful.
Rolls him over.
Beautiful reversal by Fazli.
Fazli with a knee to the body of Akman. Now working on...
He's looking to get his head in position like he's doing right now to go for the second takedown of the fight. He takes the back of Fazli, but good job by Fazli to use the fence to stay up on his feet.
Well, it's taken less than 2 minutes to see that Fazli's takedown defense was definitely a point of emphasis in his fight camp. But Akman will certainly not move off that platform.
And you saw in his last 2 fights last year, he didn't really know how to use that strength in his takedown defense, but so far, he's shown a lot of improvement in that area.
Worth noting that the red corner has won all 3 fights so far tonight. Rostam Akman is in the red corner in this bout.
Yeah, Akman is relentless with his takedowns, always keeps working for them, and he's really good at changing the angles of his takedowns. So when his opponent is defending and thinks he's doing a good job, he changes the direction and completes his takedown that way.
Akman trying to gain the back of Fazli. Fazli slips out of it.
You see when Akman knows that he doesn't get the takedown, he just lets go and resets, goes back to the underhooks and keeps Fazli up against the fence.
I'm trying to wear Fazli out here, even in the first round, testing the cardio of Amir Fazli here. Testing his own cardio as well.
Beautiful job there by Fazli.
Oh, from Fazli.
Nice job there. With a nice uppercut behind that.
Fazli just showing the striking potential for a flash there.
Akman always keeps the pressure on his opponents, walks them down, and they know he's got incredible wrestling, so you can never really take a break in the fight.
A wrestler and a striker walk into a smart cage.
Oh, big uppercut there by Fazli and a counter with the right hand by Akman. But so far, really good movement from Fazli. Good takedown defense and really good movement by Fazli so far in this fight. I love seeing a good spinning back fist there. Almost caught Akman with that one.
Final minute of the first round. Fazli again dancing.
So smooth to move out of the way of the oncoming danger in Akman.
Of course, these guys in the same weight class, but physically they look a lot different.
Yeah, totally different body builds.
There's a big swing. Left hook by Fazli. Straight left.
Oh, good jab there. Connected with that one. The footwork from Fazli is definitely giving Ackman issues walking him down, but keeping this up for 3-4 rounds is going to be really difficult for Fazli.
Both fighters content to let the final seconds of the first round slip away. Contrast in styles between Ackman and Fazli. 1 round complete.
Yeah, 2 completely different fighters. What I would like to see more of from Fazli is working off of that movement. So move out of the way and then counter. Because he does a beautiful job of getting out of the way, but then he doesn't do anything with it. So Ackman is able to keep the pressure and put the pressure on him again and just keep on walking forward.
Both fighters in their corners. And we want to take this moment to remind you that PFL's Smart Cage, the most innovative fighting surface in the sport of MMA, utilizes biometric sensors and other proprietary technologies to enable the PFL to measure and deliver real-time fighter performance data and analytics that provide fans with a game-changing live event experience across all platforms. Well, the game-changing moments in the first 3 fights of the night so far from Saudi Arabia have been in the second round. We are about ready to start the second round between Amir, the Prince Fazli of Iran with the blue gloves, Rostam Kurdimus Prime Ackman, a 7-4 record from Turkey, in the red gloves.
I definitely expect more offense from Fazli in this second round. Spinning back kick there. So smooth on the feet, but he needs to be more offensive. Oh, lands a couple big shots there.
Working that left jab again as he slips away from Ackman.
Ackman keeps the pressure on him. The jab by Fazli.
Now Ackman lets a few fly, and a takedown attempt for Fazli. He gains the back of Ackman, who's quickly to his feet.
Yeah, good defense here by Ackman. Working the wrists of Fazli. Trying to break open the hold he has. Good head positioning here by Fazli. And he moves away back to striking distance. But immediately he goes in his reverse again.
Both these fighters looking for their first win in more than 2 years since early 2023.
He does a great job of getting away from the pressure of Ackman, but he doesn't do anything with it, and I don't think he's winning the fight this way.
What do you want to see him do?
I want to see him do the exact same thing, but be offensive when you move away, when you move... Oh! Huge right hand by Fazli, knocks him out! This is what I wanted to see him do! What a knockout! Wow!
It is over in the second round.
Clean. Takes out the mouthpiece with a big right hand, and there's the follow-up. Wow.
You said he wasn't doing anything with his elusive maneuvering on Ackman. Well, he listened. He heard you, Stefan.
I guess so, Chris. This is exactly what I wanted from him, because seeing him fight last year, I know he has this kind of power, but he was moving out of the way, and he did a good job with that, but he was losing the fight, in my opinion, because Ackman kept the pressure on him. Now he stayed put, and he landed that beautiful right hand. What a knockout. What a night so far, Chris. Absolutely incredible. The second round is absolutely crazy in every single fight so far. Here it is. What a power right hand, man. Wow. Jeez.
Absolutely dropped him.
You cannot land it any cleaner than that. And you see, he takes a small break after his left hand, so he lands the jab and he doesn't throw the right immediately. So a short break, and then he throws the right. Ackman moves forward, and he gets caught with a huge overhand right by Fazli. Beautiful knockout, and he moves into the semifinal.
I might be reading too much into this, Stefan, but I think there's a look of relief on Fazli's face. Again, things did not go his way at the PFL Mena tournament last year. He's 36, hasn't won in over 2 years. This was a huge win for Fazli in his career at this point.
Yeah, 100%. And I thinking back of last year, I completely understand why he wasn't throwing big bombs right away, because a lot of times he was throwing bombs, but his opponents were able to get to him because of that. So he moved out of the way, and he made sure he was safe away from the takedowns. And in the second round, he started to land more offense and did a beautiful job. What a right hand. Unbelievable.
Well, there is Eckman. Good to see him on his feet and off his stool. Eckman will drop to 7-5. Fazli picks up his 7th win of his career to move to 7-3, and good sportsmanship exchange between Fazli and Eckman. So it has been a night for the knockouts. 3 big knockouts in all 3 of our tournament fights so far.
إذن مع انتهاء النزال الرابع من بطولة PFL Mena Tournament بفئة الولترويت، حكم هذا النزال بشير رضا أوقف النزال في الجولة الثانية at 1 minute and 34 seconds. And the winner, ladies and gentlemen, by knockout from Iran, it is Amir, the Prince Fazli.
Fazli with his signature Toro bow following this latest win, and he is the first fighter in the welterweight bracket to move on to the semifinal. Ali Alawam is standing by with Amir, the Prince Fazli.
Amir, what a win we saw here. Amir, take me through your strategy going today. So you saw you're going to circus, trying to minimize his damage or like his danger when it comes to taking down everything.
First, hello Riyadh, hello KSA. Now, I think a lot of fighters know they should be calm and wrestling with me. And from the last year, I did something bad. Now, this is new Amir Fazli version. I will fight this year, and I will try my best and promise to me, not myself, I promise to my daughter, I will get the belt and get the belt on the home. So, one thing I want to say about my training camp is 3 words. 1, in the name of God, in the name of family, in the name of Eileen, my daughter. And especially, I want to say thanks to so many people. My management team, SMP, and my big brother, Wissam Abinader. I want to say thanks to Mr. Haj Hashemi to support me. Thank you. And my MMA coach, Coach Zavandi. And somebody like my big brother, my grappling coach, Coach Egemen Mehmet Baranok, and my conditioning training, Dr. Qasemnian. Thank you so much, everybody.
Amir, as you said, we saw you last year here.
Yeah.
This year is a new start for this beginning. What's your message for the others?
For my daughters, I want to say to my daughters, if I am here, it's just for you, not for anything else. I will fight for you, my daughter.
Thank you so much. Give it up one more time. Amir Fazli!
You did not see a smile that big on Amir Fazli's face before the fight, that's for sure. And a very impressive right hook knockout of Rostam Eckman moves Fazli to the semifinal of the welterweight tournament. And you could hear the emotion in Fazli's interview with Ali Alawam there, talking about God, family, his daughter. the three words that described who he was fighting for tonight.